The shift towards composable architectures and best-of-breed selection has brought about a new era of flexibility for developing customer experiences. But this move towards composability is raising an important question. Has composability removed the need for a DXP? And as always, it's never a simple yes or no. In this video, we will explore what a DXP is, what are the challenges of DXP, and whether composable experiences can meet those challenges. But for now, let's waste no more time. Let's get to it. What is a digital experience platform, or DXP, and why do we need them? In the past, as websites start to evolve into fully fledged marketing and e-commerce platforms, businesses started to focus on the customer experience as a way of achieving better outcomes. And this gave rise to three areas of technology that businesses would use to help build their customer experiences. The first of which were content-driven tools. Now, these are the tools that help businesses create, organize, and deliver high-quality content to their audiences. This includes content management systems, search engines, and digital asset management systems. Data capture tools was the second area, and these are analytics platforms that helped you measure the performance of your customer experience. The final area was that of personalization, and these tools help to build deep contextual experiences that would engage users and increase the performance and loyalty. Over time, large vendors and corporations started to acquire whole sets of these applications and then bundle them together into all-in-one digital experience suites, which today we know as DXPs. These platforms were originally architected for on-premise deployments, which mean they soon became feature-bloated monoliths. A good analogy for a DXP is that of a Swiss Army knife. They're both versatile and they both can perform multiple functions. Just as the Swiss Army knife has a variety of blades, screwdrivers, can openers, bottle openers, and other tools, a DXP provides a range of services such as content management, customer data management, analytics, and personalization. In addition, a Swiss Army knife and a DXP, the DXP backend, for instance, joins all of the package capabilities into sets of business workflows. One of the problems you might have today is that suites marketed as DXPs often only contain a subset of all of the capabilities that many of the bigger DXPs have. This can make it challenging to determine exactly what constitutes a DXP. Rather than wrestle with trying to define a complete statement for DXP, we can instead define a hypothesis for DXP, a suite of integrated out-of-the-box software applications that covers a range of customer experience capabilities is the ideal solution for delivering, managing, and optimizing contextual customer experiences. This hypothesis for DXP has held well over the last couple of decades. DXP suites have been used to build large-scale web experiences, and it's been pretty successful. However, the needs of DXP customers have changed and are evolving and are disproving this hypothesis. If you go back to thinking about our Swiss Army knife analogy, you can start to really understand some of the challenges that DXPs are facing today. A Swiss Army knife can be complex to use due to its many tools, and the same goes for DXP. The vast number of features and the range of capabilities that a DXP provides can actually be quite overwhelming, especially to small businesses or those with limited resources. A Swiss Army knife can end up being quite expensive, especially if it's high-end and has many different features. And the same goes for a DXP. It also can be quite expensive and costly to maintain, and particularly expensive to customize and maintain longer term. One of the really tricky things to do with a Swiss Army knife is to replace some of the parts or to extend it and add new parts. And the same goes for DXP. It is not a simple process to replace existing applications or extend it with new applications and new capabilities. It would require a lot of deep, specialized custom development. The legacy DXPs have struggled with the wholesale shift towards omnichannel, but I guess that's like trying to use the corkscrew on a Swiss Army knife to open a bottle of wine, while at the same time trying to use the bottle opener to open a bottle of beer. And it's this challenge that's led to the growing adoption of headless and Mac-based architectures. So is Composable the solution? Does it replace the DXP? To deal with the challenges that the old DXPs are facing, we can define an alternative composable hypothesis. Composing a customer experience platform from vendors best suited to deliver your own unique needs is the most effective way to deliver, optimize, and manage contextual customer experiences. This composable hypothesis successfully pushes the ownership of the digital experience platform into the realm of the customer, giving them the flexibility to assemble their own platform that meets their own specific needs. The ability to use capability building blocks to compose experiences is really giving that long sought after need for business agility. However, be warned that composability is not a silver bullet. It's an emerging technical concept with lots of varying approaches. It has a strong reliance on other emerging technologies and concepts like Headless and Mac architectures. Some of the considerations you should make around composable include using Mac and Headless technologies to compose your own DXP requires technical specialists that really understand the complexities and the nuances for building cloud-based distributed services. The enabling technologies for composing experiences are still emerging and still evolving. They tend to focus on the front-end visual elements of the experience, but more decisions need to be made in different layers of the architecture and across the different parts of the customer journey. As well as the consumer visual front end, composability should also consider the digital operations, as it's here where the business users will actually drive their digital businesses. If you're only composing the visual elements of your storefront and not your operations, then you don't have a composable digital business. Although the DXP hypothesis has been tested over the last couple of decades and has proved to be pretty successful, they're never completely proven until they've had every conceivable test and they stand the test of time. The DXP hypothesis is struggling to pass the tests to deliver today's customer experiences. While a traditional DXP may be still suitable for some businesses, the new composable hypothesis provides a more suitable customized approach. It allows businesses to respond quickly to changing market conditions, customer behavior, and new technology trends. But the downsides and the trade-offs of composable, I believe, are not fully understood or realized. Ultimately, the key to success in today's digital age is to understand the importance of connection and to choose the approach that best fits your organization's unique needs. Before I go, if you like this video, please don't forget to press that like button so this video can be shared with many others. But for now, it's time to say thank you, goodbye, and I'll see you next time.